Getting out of debt is not easy, but with the right help and information, it's not as overwhelming as you think. Todd Christian's a certified credit and housing counselor, and he's here to help us get our finances straight. Todd, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Nice being here, Seth.
And because you firmly believe that finances need to be fun, you've brought some fun things with you, and you've made turtle doves for us. These are delicious.
Yeah, they're pretty good. People like them.
What you do is pretty unique. You give people financial help, but you more or less go to prisons, and you talk about finance in prisons. What was your impetus to do that?
Actually, work told me I was going to, so that was my motivation. But when it comes to getting out of debt, it's no different from a person that I teach in the correction facilities here in Chicopee, one in the Ludlow Correction Facility, the pre-release department, and also for the women that's getting out of jail in their minimum B section. And their class is a lot easier, I should say, than what we're going to do today. Today, we're going to do a quick financial 5-minute first aid to getting out of debt. And you're exactly right when it comes to it can be fun, but more importantly than being fun, you need to have a strategy. You need to attack this issue with anything else. This is what I'm going to do. When I teach the class in the correction facilities, I break it down for them in a five-step process. If I do this, this, and this, the end result is my credit's going to get better. When I apply for things, and this is what I tell the residents all the time, it's nice to get approved for something, but it's better to get a good rate.
That's true.
I don't want to be taken advantage of. I don't want to have to pay you back $1,000 if I'm only borrowing $100. But there are people, and I tell them there are people right outside these gates that if you don't know how this works, I don't know what a good credit score is, I've never looked at my credit report, there are people that will take advantage of you. So that's why I came up with a 5-step process.
And the first step in this is no matter if you're in jail or if you live in a mansion, it's so important. You have to create a budget.
Exactly. Know your money. That's what I tell everybody. It's cash flow. I have this money coming in, and I don't care where this money's coming from. How do I take this money and pay these bills and still have money in my pocket to do the things I like to do? That means having a financial plan, having a budget. Now, a lot of people that I speak to don't have a budget. When I teach in Ludlow, every week there's 30 new guys. 30 new guys coming into the prison system or going to be released soon. And I'll ask them, who here has a budget? Nobody does. Most people don't. I'll say, who here has ever had a budget? Maybe 1 or 2 hands will come up. That's key. And the first step in creating a budget, if you've never had a budget before, is to estimate your income, estimate my expenses. People will say that all the time. I have no income. I have no money. How can I do a budget? If I have no money or if I have limited income, then that's when I need to know where all my dollars are going, that much more.
And it's important to approximate it too. We have a graphic that we're going to show. It's about the proper budget. And you say your first expense, your biggest expense is home. It comprises 35% of that budget.
Exactly. Your budget can be broken down to 5 categories. Home, travel, debt, savings, and other. Home is the first category. And if you notice, there's going to be a percentage with that home. I should be spending 30% of my monthly take-home pay on my home section. There's actually a formula, and if I come back again, this is just a very short, just 5 minutes, but...
we could do this for days.
Exactly, days. As I mentioned before, the class is a month long for them. For here, we're getting a 5-minute first aid financial crash course on how to get out of debt. But home is the first section. Estimate my income, estimate my expenses. Once I've done that, the next thing I need to do is I need to journalize my expenses. Now, we have 5 categories. We have home, travel, debt, savings, and other. And each one of those categories has a specific percentage that we should try to be at for each one of these categories. But the 3 sections of a credit report is estimate my income and expenses. The second one is to journalize, keep track of my expenses.
And that's so important, even those little things, because those add up.
Exactly. Really, I have to keep track. It's only $1 cup of coffee. I have to write that down? Yes.
If you get one every day, it's $365
Absolutely.
a year.
If I stop off and get a cup of coffee and a donut, that's $3. On my way to work, I make it a habit going to work. I stop at the drive-thru, $5 a day. $15, $30, $60, $720 a year on a cup of coffee and a donut. It can be expensive.
It adds up.
Exactly. By the way, Seth, this is the biggest area where most people lose it. This is the biggest area. Keeping track. It's a pain having to write everything down.
It's a necessary pain.
Absolutely. If I really want to know where my money is going, you need to keep track of that. Identify where your money is going. You don't have to make any changes at this point, but just keep track of it.
Well, Todd, unfortunately, we're out of time. We'll have to have you back sometime, though. But it was a pleasure having you here. These turtle doves, they are delicious. It's always a pleasure.